let's get into some more tea. Cynthia Bailey isn't the only Atlanta housewife that's turning in her peach this season. After 10 years of being on the show, Porsha Williams announced that she will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Williams released this statement: after 10 life-changing, incredible years, it's finally time to begin my exit, my next chapter. Next season, I will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was a difficult decision to not only make, but also come to terms with. It's one I have put a lot of thought into, and because of that, I know it's the right one. Are you surprised? And do you think the Real Housewives of Atlanta that the fans have come to love has come to an end?
I'm definitely surprised, right? Because on the surface, Porsha quit two very high-paying jobs that anybody would give their left kidney to be a part of. I mean, God knows I'd sacrifice every person in my life to be on Dish Nation and to be on a show as successful as the Real Housewives of Atlanta for 10 years, right? And so it makes you wonder, dang, what's making her leave all these jobs? Is it because she's getting married to this rich man and she's gonna have babies and sail off into the sunset? I suspect that there's something a little more going on with Porsha in the background that's making her reevaluate her work stuff. As far as the Housewives are concerned, I mean, that show and every other 5 female ensemble show that's been around for 10 plus years, they're all getting ready to come to a head. I mean, trends are changing in reality TV, and these people's lives at this point have been fully realized. There's really no more to get from them. So I think we'll see Housewives coming to a close in the next 2 to 3 years anyway.
What do you think?
I think that if you look at what's going on in Porsha and how she's unraveling all of this, the reason why she's given up the Real Housewives as well as Dish Nation is, in my opinion, she has a daily gig that's about to jump off. And let me tell you why. Because she's introducing it through her Pursuit of Porsha, her book. So she's using her reintroduction as she exits these things. Her reintroduction is a book. And usually when someone reintroduces as a book, then it means it's about to, then comes a talk show or something that's a daily platform where you're using the book as your springboard to then introduce yourself to a bigger audience on a regular basis. And that would be the only thing, in my opinion, that would explain why she's giving up a morning daily show and she's giving up the sporadic filming of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But let's see. I could be making it all up in my head.
There's lots of talk about her getting a spin-off special about her new life with her fiance and her family moving forward. And honestly, there was a time that Porsha and I were really cool. And I remember when she first got Dish Nation, I sent her a text. I said, "You are so perfect for this show." I think her fun personality, and she's great on that show. Like I actually was shocked that she would leave that show because I think that's something that she's really, really good at. So maybe you're right, Al, that there has to be something bigger than that to walk away from that check, that relationship with Fox.
Yep.
And that, that nightly audience, and that's syndicated everywhere. And they get also fantastic rerun checks. I did a few episodes and you get checks for a long time on that show. So he's really good at that show. So what were we gonna say?
Also, remember, she's walking away from in excess of $3 million to work how many hours a day? Yeah. So it's like, it's got to make sense for her. So I feel like it's something else that she's going to announce that's going to be taking up a large bulk of her time.
Hopefully so.
It's got to be something more than a spinoff, because the spinoffs, they don't.
That's really, not enough. They don't pay enough, right?
All right, y'all.
And her and her life ain't that doggone interesting, so
at all.
I'm gonna just move on because people will call me